A laser. Minus maintenance. Replace toner, apply maintenance kit, calibrate, and clean. Maintaining a laser printer is a core responsibility for any hardware technician. Unlike inkjet printers, which are relatively simple, a laser printer is a complex electromechanical system involving high-voltage electricity, precisely timed optics, and extreme heat. When a laser printer begins to fail, producing streaks, jams, or faded text, it is usually a sign that it has reached a specific, duty cycle, milestone, and requires a structured maintenance intervention. To perform a complete professional maintenance cycle, you must address 4 primary areas: replacing the toner, applying a manufacturer-specified maintenance kit, calibrating the internal sensors, and performing a deep physical cleaning. 1. Replacing the toner and imaging components. The most frequent maintenance task is replacing the toner cartridge. However, as a technician, you must distinguish between the toner, the ink, powder, and the imaging drum, the photosensitive cylinder. In some printers, these are a single combined unit. In others, they are separate. The replacement process. When a toner low or replace toner alert appears on the printer's display, follow these steps. Preparation. Open the access door. On most Office MFDS, this is the front or side panel. Wait a moment for the internal cooling fans to slow down. Removal. Grasp the handle of the cartridge and pull it straight out. Avoid touching the shiny, usually green or blue, imaging drum if it is exposed. The oils from your skin can cause blind spots on the drum that lead to permanent print defects. Preparation of new media. Take the new toner cartridge out of its electrostatic bag. A critical technician's trick is to gently rock the cartridge back and forth. This loosens the toner powder, which may have settled and compressed during shipping, ensuring even distribution and preventing faded streaks on the first few prints. Sealing tape. Most cartridges have a long orange or clear plastic strip. Pull this strip out completely before installation. This removes the internal seal that keeps the toner contained during transit. Installation. Align the cartridge with the internal tracks and slide it in until it clicks. Managing the waste toner bottle. In large color laser printers, not 100% of the toner reaches the paper. The leftover powder is scraped off the drum and sent to a waste toner bottle. A common mistake is replacing the toner but ignoring a nearly full waste bottle. If this bottle overflows, it can spill toner dust into the gears and optics of the machine, causing a massive mess and potential mechanical failure. Always check and replace the waste bottle during a toner swap if the printer is a high-volume model. 2. Applying the maintenance kit. A laser printer's maintenance kit is a collection of parts that are designed to wear out after a specific number of pages, typically every $100,000 to $200,000 prints. When the printer's internal counter hits this limit, it will display a message like "Perform user maintenance." The fuser assembly. The fuser is the heart of the maintenance kit. It consists of 2 rollers, one heated, one pressure, that melt the toner powder into the fibers of the paper. Over time, the non-stick coating on these rollers wears down, leading to paper sticking or ghosting, where a faint image of the previous page appears on the next. Warning: the fuser operates at temperatures often exceeding 180 degrees C, 356 degrees F. You must turn the printer off and wait at least 20 to 30 minutes for the fuser to cool before attempting to replace it. Replacement. The fuser is usually held in by 2 blue or orange thumb screws or levers. Slide the old unit out and the new one in. Ensure the electrical connectors are fully seated. Transfer rollers and pickup rollers. The kit also includes the transfer roller, the black foam-like roller that sits under the drum, and various pickup feed rollers. The transfer roller. Use the specialized removal tool provided in the kit, usually a small plastic hook. Never touch the new transfer roller with your bare fingers. The oils will prevent the electrical charge from transferring the toner to the paper correctly. Pickup and separation rollers. These are the small rubber tires that pull paper from the tray. Over time, they become smooth and shiny, a process called glazing or coated in paper dust, leading to misfeed errors. Replace these by clicking the plastic tabs and sliding the new rubber onto the spindles. 3. Calibration and software tuning. Once the physical parts are replaced, the printer's brain needs to be synchronized with the new hardware. This is achieved through calibration. Color alignment and registration. In color laser printers, 4 separate images, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, must be laid down on top of each other with microscopic precision. If the alignment is off by even a fraction of a millimeter, the print will look blurry or have color halos around text. Access the printer system's setup or maintenance menu. Select Calibrate Now or Color Registration. The printer will print a series of test patterns and use internal optical sensors to measure the alignment. It then adjusts the timing of the laser for each color to ensure they overlap perfectly. Density calibration. New toner and a new fuser might produce colors that are slightly darker or lighter than the previous set. Density calibration adjusts the electrical charge, the bias voltage, applied to the drum to ensure that 50% gray actually looks like 50% gray and not 40% or 60%. Resetting the maintenance counter. This is the final software step. The printer does not know you replace the parts unless you tell it. Navigate to the maintenance menu and select Reset Maintenance Count. This clears the Perform Maintenance message and starts the countdown for the next cycle. 4. Deep physical cleaning. The biggest enemy of a laser printer is toner dust and paper dust. Paper dust is abrasive and can wear down rollers, while toner dust is electrically conductive and can cause short circuits or background shading on the paper. Cleaning the internal path. Use a specialized toner vacuum. Do not use a standard household vacuum. Toner particles are so fine they will pass right through a standard bag and be blown back into the room, creating a health hazard. Furthermore, toner can build up a static charge in a regular vacuum hose that could discharge and fry the printer's circuit boards. Vacuum the paper path, focusing on the areas around the rollers and the toner cartridge cavity. Clean the registration rollers with a lint-free cloth, dampened with a small amount of distilled water or specialized rubber cleaner. The scanner slit glass. As we discussed in the ADF section, even a tiny speck of whiteout on the narrow strip of glass will cause a vertical line on every scan. Clean this glass with 90% isopropyl alcohol for the best results. The corona wire on older or specialized models. Some laser printers, notably Brother and some older HPs, use a thin corona wire to charge the drum. If this wire gets dirty, you will see a solid black or white vertical stripe. These printers usually have a built-in cleaner tab, often green. Sliding this tab back and forth 3 or 4 times scrapes the dust off the wire. Technician's pro tip: always return the corona wire cleaner tab to its home position, indicated by a small arrow. If left in the middle, it will cause a massive black stripe down every page you print. Summary checklist for a maintenance scenario. When you arrive at a site to perform maintenance, follow this logical flow. Verify the issue, print a configuration page and a supplies status page. This tells you the current page count and toner levels. Power down, turn off the printer and unplug it, essential for safety when working near the fuser or high-voltage power supply. Physical replacement, swap out the toner, fuser, and rollers as needed. Clean, vacuum the interior and wipe down the exterior. Power up and calibrate, run the registration and density calibrations. Test, print a final quality test page. Look for streaks, blotches, or misalignment.